me before, you don't know who I am. My name is Jordan Eakle. I'm 22 years old, and I'm actually about to turn 23. And you're probably wondering why you're here on this call tonight, or, there's probably like one of three reasons why you're on here. And can you guys see the shared screen? Let me see. Let me go ahead 1 second. What I'm going to do, okay. Like I said, I'm going to share my screen on my phone. You should be able to see. All right, hold on 1 second. And there's, and I like to save people's time, you know what I mean? And I don't like to be on here and, wasting anyone's time. And I like to get to the point at the end of the day. I like to get to the point. And pretty much you're on here for one of three reasons. You either want to have more money in your life, you want to have more time and opportunity in your life, or you just want some type of change in your situation. That's one of the three reasons why you'd be on here. And if neither of those three are true, then you could definitely just save yourself time and get off right now. But I'm assuming if you're on here that you either want more income, more time freedom, or you just want some type of change in your situation. That's what I'm going to go ahead and assume. Now it's not really working, so I'm just going to run it without the slide. That's fine. And like I said at the beginning, for those of you that are just hopping on there, my name is Jordan. I'm 22 years old, about to turn 23. And what I'm going to show you guys is a way for you to really change your situation. And I do have that information. And I have the information that could really change your situation. Now, let me just bring it all the way back to like when I first got involved with what I'm about to show you. And it was back in 2018. Let me just paint this picture for you guys. And when I was in 2018, I was 20 years old, and I was 2 years in to playing basketball in college, and I was at D3 school in Illinois. Growing up, I'd never met anyone that was doing anything outside of the norm. The only thing I knew growing up was you work a job from 9 to 5, you get home, you go out to the bars, you drink some beers, and then you watch some TV, and you call it a night. And that's literally the only thing anyone where I grew up did on a day-to-day basis. So me keeping that in mind, when I was at college, 2 years in, playing basketball, my whole life I wanted to play in the NBA. And I finally had the realization that, I'm a 6 foot white dude. So it's probably not going to happen. And, once that really like got clear in my head, I was like, all right, so what is next? What is going to be after school for me? And I kind of looked at my peers, I looked at my teachers, and I said, okay, if I do what everyone else is doing, I'm going to have what everyone else has. I'm going to be doing the same thing everyone else is doing. And I wanted more. And if you're on this call, you probably want more as well. And I knew that I was worthy of more than what my current situation was. So what I actually got involved with, and I really prayed to God. I was like, give me some guidance. Because really, honestly, guys, I wanted to either drop out of school or transfer to another school, or, I didn't even know what I wanted. I just knew that I did not want to work a job for the rest of my life. And I knew that I did not want to cap my income at 60 to 80K a year. I wanted to travel the world and experience what this life has to offer. And, guys, you need money to do that, and you need time to do that. But I did not know anyone that was doing that. But it's just kind of funny how God works, how the universe works. And I got introduced to something that I'm going to get into. And, normally, like, I do have the slideshow on here. For some reason, it's not working on my phone. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you as well. And you can just take notes and kind of create the mental image in your head. But understand this, guys, 95% of the people in this world and, in the United States, they are exchanging their time for money. They're either an employee or they own their own business, and really their business owns them. Okay. So that's 95% of the people, yet they put all the time and effort in, probably work the hardest, yet they only make 5% of the income. Now, I knew growing up that my family, they were definitely in that 95%. They were like everyone else, and, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, but me, I wanted more. So what we're going to show you guys tonight is how you can get into that 5%, which is the people that exchange their money for money and the people that leverage the time of others for money. So what I'm talking about is becoming an investor and becoming a business owner. Now, guys, paint this picture in your head right now, because when my mentor told me this, it really made a lot of sense. You can put $100 bill on the ground and pick it back up, right? money comes and money goes. You're going to spend it on something either way, right? But your time, you will never get back. You will never get your time back. And that is a proven fact. 1 hour of your day, if you spend 8 hours of your day at work, that's 8 hours a day you're not with your family. That's 8 hours a day you're not working on your passion. Understand that. Now, if that situation, if you relate to that in any given sense or way, well, I'm going to show you guys how you can get into the 5%. So the industry that I got into 2 years ago, which is what I'm going to show you guys, is what's called the foreign exchange market. And if you guys got the flyer, it's called Intro to Forex. So essentially what this is how you can become an investor and start exchanging your money for money instead of your time for money. Okay. Now understand it's not stocks. It's very similar to stocks. What's the difference between Forex and stocks? Stocks is American-based companies, and you essentially are buying X amount of shares, hoping that it goes up. Now, the thing is with Forex, it's $6.6 trillion a day, over 20 times as much money going in on a day-to-day basis, so that there's actually a lot more opportunity for you to make a profit. And we're going to get into how you can actually learn how to trade in this market. And this is what I got involved with 2 years ago when I was in college. Literally had no idea what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. All I knew is I wanted to have some type of change. And I got introduced to people that were making multiple 6 and 7 figures. I got introduced to people that were already making lots of money. And for me, guys, like that was way out of my paradigm. I'd never seen anything like that before. But the platform you're getting involved with, how you're going to learn how to trade in this market and make money. The thing is, guys, with Forex, you can make money whether the market goes up or whether the market goes down. So this is essentially a recession-proof market. So if the U.S. economy crashes, guys, it's so simple that we can just hit the sell button, or we can buy the cross pair of the U.S. dollar, right? Just for example, right? So the platform I'm getting involved with is called I Am Mastery Academy. And this company was born in 2013. So this is year 7, founded by 25, 30-year veteran, 9-figure trader Christopher Terry. Is worth 9 figures. And he created this company back in 2013 with the mission to set out to educate, empower, and enrich 1 million lives across the globe. And this company, this platform, we are now in hundreds of countries and have 350,000 active customers. Okay. So understand that literally just 90 days ago, we've already quadrupled the company in the last 90 days. And we're headed straight to 1 million because we have more lives to impact. We have more lives to change. Okay. So there's pretty much 3 basic steps to how this works. So if you have your notes and your pen, write this down. There's 3 basic steps to how this works. Okay. The first step, this is called the Academy. And this is where you're going to go ahead and get the videos in. These are recorded videos, and this is going to be your foundational knowledge and information that you need to succeed in these markets, okay? So what I'm saying is from basics, intermediate to advanced. You know nothing right now, or maybe you know something. Well, this is going to break down everything from A to Z. This is giving you the information so that you have the terminology, so that when I'm talking to you and whenever your mentor is talking to you, you understand what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Because I could get in here and go onto the charts right now, and I could go do all this stuff. But the thing is, if you don't have the foundational knowledge, it's not going to make sense to you anyway. So that's the first step, Academy. It's just like an online course. Now, when I was in college, I'm keeping in mind, look, while I was getting introduced to this, I was keeping in mind that, my tuition for 1 semester of college was about $5,000 or $6,000. So, 2 years of college, I was probably in about, like $20,000 in student loan debt. So when I realized that, am I going to rack up another 20,000, or I'm going to make a decision to change my situation? And it really was like a clear and simple decision for me at that point. And like I said, the Academy is just something like an online course, right? It's something like an online course. And the next step, now you're going to write this down. This is called live education. We call this Go Live. So educators, professional traders hired by the CEO, Christopher Terry, that are already seeing massive success in the markets, they're showing you exactly what they do as they're doing it. Not only you're learning their strategies, but you're also able to do what they do as they do it. Now, that's what really gave me the reassurance and the peace of mind, knowing that I had no idea how to invest. I had no experience. I wasn't that smart. Guys, growing up in school, I was not the person that would pay attention in class. I would never take notes. I was never studying. I always wanted to do what was the easiest way to just pass. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to do anything extra than that. But when I found out that what I learned is a direct correlation to how much money I can make, I really went all in with the vision. I went all in the vision. The more I know, the more money I'm going to be able to make, because the thing is with Forex, you don't need a lot of money to make money. Okay, you don't need a lot of money to make money. And when I realized that you can copy someone else that's already successful, that just really gave me the confidence, peace of mind that I can go ahead and do this. Now, you're probably only wondering 3 things on this call. Like, number one, does this really work? Does this really work? You know, I'm living proof that this works. You know, helped hundreds of people across the world. And, you know, over 50 to 100 people that I've personally worked with have been able to quit their jobs because of this platform. And back in January 2019 was the last time I ever worked a job. And like I said, after dropping out of school for 2 years, I had about a 9-month period of time where I was living in my parents' house, and I was a pizza delivery driver part-time. I was mowing lawns. And the one thing that I had, although I didn't have the knowledge, the education, or the confidence to do any of this yet, what I did have was the vision for something more. Like, I had the vision for something more. So you want to write that down right now. Understand that, you know, Forex is not the sexiest thing in the world. Like, investing is not the most sexy thing in the world. But the thing is, what we have right now, not only with the education and the access to professionals that are going to give you the exact trades they're taking, but also people that are very highly educated when it comes to finances. And a lot of people, you guys, like, I don't know about you guys, but in school, we were not taught financial education. We were not taught how to become millionaires. We were just taught how to get a job. We were just taught how to go to college. We were just taught, get the degree, fall in line, fall in order, do what we say. Like, guys, literally, guys, when I was working a job as a pizza delivery driver, I really thought to myself, was like, I do not, want to be told when to come to work. And I really hated that. I really hated, I have to ask to go to the bathroom. I have to ask to go take a snack, like to go eat lunch. Like, do you want to be told when you can go to the bathroom, when you eat lunch? And like, I obviously did not want that. So obviously this was a solution for me. Okay. So I'm going to reframe that. 3 steps: Academy, which is the videos that's recorded already. You go through all of them. You take notes, watch them again if you need to. Go live webinars, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There is someone going live. Now, the good thing is about this education from the professionals that's going live every single day is that they're all recorded. Now, no matter what your schedule is, no matter if you got work from 9 to 5, from 3 to 10, but no matter what your hours are, you can always make it work because there's someone always going live. And not only that, but they're all recorded as well. So you don't have to worry about that. Now, if you're someone that's super busy, or maybe you're kind of like me, you're just kind of lazy and just want to do the littlest amount and still get some type of result, we have this thing called copy and paste, okay? So the professionals that are already massively successful, they don't win every single time. Like, no one is perfect. They win more than they don't, and we use a good risk to reward ratio. So think about this, for example, guys. If you could have an opportunity to get into a trade idea that's more than likely going to win, and you're risking, let's just use an example, you're risking $10 to $20, and your reward's potentially $40, $50, $60, or even $100. Like, a good risk reward ratio is how you can beat the learning curve. The thing is with Forex, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be right all the time to be profitable. So guys, that's pretty much the information when it comes to the investor side. Now, you're probably wondering, how much does that cost, and how much does something like that cost? Well, it's actually being introduced into colleges today, and, you know, $3,000, $5,000, $8,000. Like, these courses to learn this information, people are paying thousands, even tens of thousands in some cases to learn, but it's literally only $235 with this platform. So honestly, look at something in your house. You know, $235 is not a lot of money, but if it is a lot of money to you, I have something to ask you. I have a question to ask you, because if $235 is a lot of money to you, it's always going to be a lot of money to you until you do something to change that. So I really want to put this into perspective for you, because if you don't change things in your life are not going to change. So for me, even though $235 wasn't a lot of money, I mean, it was a reasonable amount of money. Like, it was a considerable amount. Like, you know, I don't just make $235 all day. Like, I was making probably $500, maybe like $500 a week, $400 a week at the max. So it was like almost a full week of working with $235. But the way I looked at this was that worst case scenario, I lose $200. Best case scenario, I don't have to work a job ever again. Now, putting this into perspective, yes, it's actually $175 every month after. But my perspective, I'm always optimistic, and I think you should always keep a positive outlook. But what's more important to understand is that no matter how long it takes you to get to your goals, We are dedicated and committed to getting you there. Okay. You have people that are already doing what you want to do. You have people that have already been where you are, that have gotten to where they want to go. And that's really what's important here. But if 175 a month is too much for you, keep in mind, guys, like if it is a lot of money, if you are one of those people where that's kind of like you're not really sure about it, maybe you're on the fence about it, just understand that, look around. Most people have, whether it's clothes, whether it's a TV, whether it's a PlayStation, whether it's shoes, you have something in your house or something that you possess that's not currently making you money. And that seems kind of harsh, guys, but like I said, if you want to become the 5%, you're going to have to do things that most people are not willing to do. Does that make sense for you guys right now? Like if you want things in your life to change, you're going to have to change things in your life. So you're going to have to start investing into yourself. And the greatest investment you can make is into yourself. And that's exactly what we're giving you the opportunity to do today. Now, if 175 is too much for you, well, we have this thing called 2 and free. Now, this is important. And if you are kind of tight on money right now, like we understand the global crisis is going on or whatever you want to call it, like a lot of people are losing jobs, and that could have been someone on this call or whatever the case may be. But for you to get this membership for free and give access to everything, you literally bring in 2 people that you trust, like, or respect. And everyone on this call probably knows 2 people that could either use more money, more time, or just a positive environment. Guys, let's not overlook the fact that everyone that you're getting involved with, we have groups of hundreds of people, we have groups of thousands of people all across not only this country, but in other countries around the globe that are motivating you to get to the next level. There's people that already want you to succeed, probably better than they want to succeed themselves. Now, that's what really made me feel good about doing this and really going all in with this vision. And guys, it's been 18 months since I've ever worked a job. I'm 22 years old, been traveling around the road. I don't tell you that to impress you, but a lot can change when you change your environment, okay? So when you get around people that are not just smoking weed and drinking alcohol and going to the bar and playing video games and wasting time and making excuses, like cut the weeds out of your life. You are the right seed right now, but you're probably in the wrong soil, okay? You need to get into a fertile environment so that you can grow. Now, one of the best things about joining I Am Master Academy and getting involved with this whole thing, with investing and becoming a business owner, more importantly than the education and the financial stuff, like, of course, that's a given. But more importantly, the mentorship and the relationships you're going to build will last a lifetime. Growing up, I didn't know a single person that did anything online. I didn't know anyone that did real estate. I didn't know anyone that did e-commerce. I didn't know anyone that did FOREX. But when I got introduced to this platform, now I know people across the entire country that not only do I know they do other things, can introduce me to other outlooks, but also I have a place to stay. If I want to go to New York, I have a friend that I can stay with. If I want to go to Miami, if I want to go to Houston, if I want to go to Orlando, LA, like, guys, that's the power of networking, okay? So write this down. Your network is your net worth. Your network is your net worth. Like I said, 2 years ago, I didn't know anyone that made 6 figures. Now I have multiple 8-figure people that are in their 20s, literally 8-figure millennials in my phone, in my contacts. 2 years ago, I didn't know anyone that made 6. Now I know people that are making 7 and 8. So a lot can change in your life when you make decisions that you're going to make a change in your life, okay? So if you do want to go above and beyond now, not everyone does this. I would say probably most people do this. This is how you can become an independent business owner. This is how you get on the business owner side of the cash flow quadrant, which is part of the 5%. Now, we actually market this platform through network marketing. And some of you guys have probably heard of network marketing if you heard of some other company. And what's different about this company, this platform, than a typical network marketing company is, number one, you don't need to market or sell or recruit anything to make money. You can literally just plug in as a customer, use the products and services, use the education, the webinars, the mentorship, and just make money on your phone and never talk to anyone. And honestly, that's what I wanted to do when I got started. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to talk to anyone. Like, guys, if you know me, back in college, I never went out once. I didn't go to the clubs. I didn't go to parties. I stayed inside and watched Netflix. I stayed inside and played Fortnite. Like, I was very introverted. But the thing is, once I started to make money doing this, and once I started to get around people that were successful, I realized that it's much bigger than the money. It's much bigger than the profits. And my mentors, what they've really ingrained into my heart, into my soul, is that it is people over profits. Till the day I die, it is people over profits. And that is because, guys, making money is cool. Making money is awesome. But it's not fulfilling. You know, it gets to a certain point where you already have money that you got to look for something more. And when you can really help someone else change their situation, there's not a feeling like it in the world. But let me just break this down, keep it super simple for you guys. Like I said, I don't like to waste any time, I like to get to the point. But if you do like to help other people, or let's say you make some money and you really see the vision to build this thing, we have the compensation plan. And the way this works, you bring in 3 people, you become a platinum 150. And what this is, a residual income of $150 per month. Now, for those of you guys that do not know what residual income is, realize this, guys. For example, Prince, Michael Jackson, really my favorite examples to use. These guys, legends in the industry, right? Passed away probably, 10 years ago or so. But all of the music they made, all of the movies they were in, everything they did in the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s, their family is still getting a check today for that. That is royalties. That is generational wealth. So in this platform, when you become an independent business owner, you have the opportunity to start building for your last name. Now, that's what really got me excited and fired up, because I knew no matter what it was, I'm going to figure it out, because I'm the type of person, and I'm sure you guys are as well. Like, if you set your mind to something, you're going to get it. Like, you set your mind to something, you're going to get it. And that's how I always felt. So I figured out the trading thing. You know, I made some money. Now I wanted to really impact the lives of others. So 12 people into your organization, you're able to make an extra $150 per week. So this is $600 a month. This is only 12 people in your organization. And the way this kind of works, and let me just kind of break this down on the whiteboard so it kind of makes sense, because you really need the visual to really make sense of this. Okay. So like I said, let me just break down the first couple ones. Now, keep in mind, guys, back as a pizza delivery driver, I worked there for 2 years, okay? And after my first year of working there, I got a 25-cent raise or a 10-cent raise, or I can't even remember what it was. But I really had some self-reflection, you know, and some prayer and some meditation. And I really realized, I was like, am I worth more than a 10-cent raise? Like, and look yourself in the mirror right now. Are you worth more than 10-cent raise? Are you finally ready to be paid what you're worth? Like, and guys, listen, we're not guaranteeing you any income. Listen, I can't guarantee you anything, because I can't guarantee you're going to work for it. I can't guarantee you're going to put in the time and effort and focus. But I can guarantee you that I'm going to give you the tools you need to be successful. That's what I can guarantee you. Okay. So 3 people, you're getting paid $150 a month. And this is as an independent business owner. Not everyone does this, but I would say probably most people do this, just because you have the opportunity to build a residual income. Now, 80% of Americans today die broke, dead broke, or in debt, literally 80% of Americans. So if you want to be not that 80% and change your situation, start building for your last name. Okay. Start building for your last name, residual income, 12 people in. And this is something that no matter who you are, 12 people in your organization, you can go ahead and do this in your first 30 days, you know, in your first 60 days. And if that seems too unrealistic for you guys, you know, no problem. Like, understand this, guys. The way this works, 12 people, it's the power of 12. It's the power of 444. So if you're taking notes, or if you're trying to like make sense of this, it's like you bring in 3 people. Let's say you make some money trading. Let's say you're excited, you see the vision, right? You bring in 3 people, you help those 3 get their 3. Now you're making $600 a month. Now, what's important to understand is that if you don't have a lot of money to put into your trading account, you need to do this so that you can fund your trading account. So the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. Okay. So we're giving you 2 right now, and you can do this part-time. This isn't something that you have to quit your job for. This isn't something that you need full-time, because majority of people that do this on the side. And what my mentor, Jim Rohn, you know, I say mentors, but he's really, you know, someone I listened to through audio. What he said was, listen, work full-time on your job and part-time on your fortune until your part-time matches your full-time. And then you can work full-time on your fortune. Okay. And that's exactly what I did as well. I was working as a pizza delivery driver, mowing lawns, until my income with this business and trading matched it and a little bit superseded it. Then I was able to quit the job, and I never went back ever since. Okay. So I'm going to go over the next rank and then really just show you the blueprint, right? 30 people in, and this is going to be $1,000 a month. And this is paid weekly. So that's $250 a week. Okay. And the way this works now, someone on here, I'm sure someone is thinking pyramid scheme and not a pyramid thing, right? Everything is a pyramid thing. Now, the difference between corporate America and network marketing is the people at the top of the company are helping you get to the top as well. In corporate America, the CEO will never tell the supervisor how to become the CEO. The supervisor will never tell the manager how to become the supervisor. The manager will never tell the employee how to become the manager. You are told to do what we say and stay in line, and this is what you paid. But the thing is, guys, in this platform, in this compensation plan, essentially every rank, you're doubling your income. So regardless, if this takes you 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, I'm someone that really has depth of vision, okay? So I see past what I'm currently seeing. Because realize this, guys, your current situation is not your final destination. You are worthy of more, but you must become more. So we're going to put you in an environment of people that are already successful, already motivated, already personal developing themselves, and going to inspire you. And the thing is, guys, this is much more than money. This is much more than building a comp plan. This is much more than trading, but this is family for life, because this is a group of people that have a much greater vision to leave a big impact on this earth, because there's a lot of darkness in the world today, guys. There's a lot of negativity going around. There's a lot of crime. There's a lot of inequality. There's a lot of things going on that need to change. But for us to change the dark, guys, listen, man, you can't fight fire with fire, and you can't fight darkness with darkness. You have to be the light in the dark. You have to put out the fire with water, okay, guys? So that's exactly what we do, and that's what I really pride myself in. My bigger vision is to really impact and inspire millions of people, and that is my calling here on this earth. And building this organization and trading is just going to give me the money and the time freedom and experience needed to do so. So one last thing before I end this off, if you want to build this thing to 6 figures and above, I'm just going to show you what that looks like, okay? So 500 people in your organization, this is where you get to the pinnacle rank called Chairman 10, okay? Chairman 10 is where you really get away from the whole mix. Like you really outside of the matrix life. You outside of working a job. You really have the income to do what you want to do when you want to do it. And every rank after that, you're pretty much able to retire your parents. Now, my mentors, like I said, they're making multiple 7 and 8 figures, and they're 25, 27, 30 years old, and they just bought their mom a house, and they just retired their parents, right? That seems really crazy to me. You know what I mean? But what I realize and what I have known to be true in my experience doing this is that if you follow someone else who is doing what you want to do, if you say what they say and do what they do, you're eventually going to have what they have. So realize you have the mentorship already. You have the education. You're going to have the network to do whatever you want to do in this business. Listen, this business in Forex, this is not the end all be all. This is the vehicle to get you from where you are to where you want to go. This is just the vehicle. Okay. Right. So Chairman 10, what this is, 200 people, 200 people, and 100 people. And essentially write this down. If you can help 10 to 15 people build a team of 30, you're a 6-figure earner. Okay. You're a 6-figure earner. And this isn't even, we're not even talking about trading. This is just building the residual income. Okay. Now what I want you to put in perspective, one last thing before I end it off, guys. Go hard at this business for the next 3 to 5 years, and we're going to make you more money in your sleep than you do awake. Okay. Simple as that. I don't like to sugarcoat anything. We can't guarantee you income, but like I said, I can't guarantee the result because I can't guarantee you're going to put in the work, the effort, and the focus. But what I can guarantee you this, that we will give you the information, the education, and the mentorship you need, the tools to success that you need. So with that being said, guys, one last time, to get started today, $235. And if $235 is a lot of money right now, look around the house, get creative, guys. Because what is more important, guys? Really put this into perspective. What is more important? The PlayStation 4 on the couch that's not making you any money, the shoes, the jewelry. Would you rather look rich or be rich? Right? Would you rather look rich or be rich? Okay. So make some sacrifices in the short term. Let's make this thing happen. Like I have some people back in Illinois, and they probably on this call. They sold their own blood plasma to get started. They literally sold their blood plasma to get started. I have a high schooler in Orlando, Florida that sold his PlayStation to get started. And I have multiple people that sold shoes to get started. So, you'll find a way. You'll find a way. It's only $235, okay? $235. One last time, it is the Academy, it is the Go Live, and it is the copy and paste. Now, guys, listen, I'm not selling you anything. If it was about the money, I would have stopped building the business a long time ago, and I would have kept trading, okay? We're showing you information that can change your situation. So it's on you right now to take action today. And, if you look on this call, there's 20 people on this call. Now, what I want you guys to understand is this. Timing is key. Successful people, what they do is they make decisions quickly and change their mind slow. And the thing is, timing is key because there's an opportunity that some people on this call can be in your organization if you go ahead and get started first. Okay, so go ahead and reach back out to the person that invited you to this call. Tell them thank you. Tell them you're ready to lock in. Whatever you need, whatever questions you have, get those questions answered. Let's get you started right away tonight so we can go ahead and send you over the blueprint, guys. And with that being said, man, we will see you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded, man. Much love and blessings, man. We're going to go ahead and end off this call.